Hello guys, welcome back to another new episode of Full Damage on the Mindcrack Season 4 server. So we are out in a location for the castle. It's near Zisto, I believe. I believe he's just over the snow biome. But anyway, talking about the snow biome, the castle wouldn't be complete without a natural project, a mega natural project. Season 1 of the castle was a lake. Season 2 would have been the forest, but I never got to that. In this season, I'm going to turn the entire snow biome into a big mountain, like spreading up to Y, maybe up to Y100. I don't know quite how high yet. I might do some of that in this video. I don't know. It's all sped up footage, as you can see. But in this video, we are doing the farms. We go to a town nearby, a little village. Find a couple of spawners, work on the storage area. It's just the basic kind of setup stuff, really. And as you might be able to tell, I'm using Optifine now. Still using the texture pack. Not a lot of people like it. It is John Smith Legacy 3232, for those of you wondering. Works with Optifine well because with the texture, I can't think of what it would be called now. The connected textures, like where the glass becomes all one pane of glass. You can see it in some of the smooth stone. It kind of looks like iron ore. It just varies all the texture. I believe it works on smooth stone, cobble, wood, and basically a whole bunch of stuff. It adds nice variety if you're looking at just one sheet of the texture, which is really good, because a lot of the castle was just walls of smooth stone. So I really like that, and I'm going to keep it. And view bobbing as well, I'm going to keep that off. A lot of people have been saying put view bobbing on. The reason I don't have view bobbing is not because of my computer or anything like that, it's just because I don't like view bobbing. You can see that this is an older version of Optifine in testing phase right there, with all the pink squares. I believe the new one has been released, and I plan to update that later today. This was recorded ages ago. As for a computer, there haven't been many donations since the last episode, but we're getting there for a computer. Now, the thing I need to work out, I've always been a laptop guy. That's just what I've always preferred is a laptop. It's portable. I've just always liked laptops. Now I'm going to be able to get more bang for my buck if I buy a desktop. Overall, they're cheaper, and you can get something more powerful if you want to. But it also lacks supportability. Now, I need, at this moment in time, portability is something I need 100%, because I'm going to be traveling to Canada again. I can't really take a desktop from here to Canada. Well, I could, it'd just be very expensive, and I'll probably have to do some kind of form filling at the border control to say, yes, I'm bringing in this kind of stuff. So if I buy a computer now within the next few months, it would have to be a laptop. Now, I could also wait until I get back to Canada. I can buy a desktop, even if I don't have my own apartment or house by then, or me and my wife. We plan to get an apartment at some point, but we may spend a few months living with her cousin again. Then I'm more than happy to buy a desktop, because I'll have a place to put it, and if I want to transport it, I'm literally transporting it across town, or at the very most up north to towards where her parents live, if we ever live up there. So it's not transferring it through country and customs and in an airplane and all that rajazzle. Rajazzle? That's a weird word. Anyway, that's kind of where it stands with the computer. But we are getting there. with funding. It just depends on if we do reach funding before I get to Canada, which I don't know. It's just an arbitrary amount of this will be a good enough computer. Then I will happily buy a laptop. But if I'm back in Canada before we reach funding, then I'll probably buy a desktop. We'll see. It all depends on how much money there is available. And as long as I can get something that kind of future-proofs myself, I can play like the latest releases at the very least, then I'm happy with that. And I'm sure you guys will be too. And there won't be any more comments about getting a new computer. I think that's pretty much everything I want to talk about today. Plan for the castle, like I said, is build a mountain, then work on the actual castle itself, or somewhere in between. I have already used nearly 10,000 smooth stone, and that's just in the mountain. You might see my building technique for it. I want it to be solid, like full of smooth stone. So what I'm doing is laying down a layer of water, and then covering that in lava, and that creates a layer of smooth stone, which is fast and convenient for me. But yes, as always, I can leave you with some music, as I always do with these sped up footages, and I shall see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.